Hey Scorpio, welcome to your September 2024 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it will take you straight to my website, and then from there you can purchase a read. So let's check in here. What's going on with you this month here? What can you tell me here? Here we go. All right, you pulled the Lovers, the Empress, and the Ace of Pentacles for the first row. Doesn't get any better than that. You do have the Lovers here in the position of the good stuff. The Empress is the overall energy, and the Ace of Pentacles as well is in the position of the good stuff. All right, we got to keep going here. Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, Empress, especially Ace of Pentacles and the Empress together does talk about anything that you're wanting to create or get underway here has a very strong potential of being successful. The Empress does say that there will be work required with whatever it is that you're trying to create, but nonetheless, it's like you will be finding joy, pleasure, and comfort in what you're creating, and also it becoming prosperous and abundant here. So the main emphasis is on the main energy here is the Empress, which is the archetype of Venus. Venus does deal with relationships. You did pull the Nine of Swords, so it does look like there's good things happening here in regards to relationships. I want to say this as well, that Venus does deal with cooperation, it does deal with creation, and it deals with your values, the things that you do value, the things that you want to create. And I see here that this is your time and this is your moment here this month to really start creating things that are really in alignment with what your real desires are with this Lovers card. Yes, the Lovers does represent love and romance. So yes, of course, that can be love and romance here, good things happening with that. But the Lovers is also like how closely connected do you feel to your purpose and with the things that you're creating? Like, do you feel like they're giving you a sense of fulfillment and providing you with a sense of wholeness, or do you feel like disconnected from them, and do you feel separate, right? Or do you not feel just connected to them? I think here it's like you're starting to find this deeper sense of fulfillment here this month and connection with your purpose and with things that you're creating here. You did pull the Death card here in your current energy, but that could just be your energy here, right? Because the Death card is your card. Death card does point to transformations and stuff like that. So, I feel like for you, Scorpio, it's like you're always going through transformations. So, I feel like this is nothing new. I think this is something that you're kind of used to with this Death card energy. Yes, you pulled the Nine of Swords here. We'll get more into that, but I do want to pull your Oracle cards here. Let's see here. You did pull this South Node card. It says life debts here. It says, and you also pulled this walk your own journey. It is essential to stay on your path here. Yeah, so the South Node could be an area, and I'm just going to channel as I go along here. It's like, yeah, we're going to connect it all, but I'm going to channel as I go along. Now, the South Node can be like our past, where we've been. It deals with karmic energies. It deals with patterns. And it does deal with like debts, right? Like past life debts that you're in this life, it's like you're having to overcome. And to overcome that and to really grow and evolve in this life, you look at the North Node, which is very much like the Lovers. It's like starting to walk your path here on this life in regards to, it can be in all areas of your life, but it's walking that path that will give you the spiritual growth, right? And help you evolve here during this lifetime. And so with this card that says walk your own journey, it is essential to stay on your own path here. It's like you're being encouraged here to stay in alignment here with what your desires are and stay in alignment with your path here. Don't get distracted, or don't, follow someone else's path or get pulled in someone else's direction. Like, I feel like it's going to be very important for you to like make sure that you're, really connected to your own journey here this month. You have this Stars in the Sky card. It says limitless possibility here. So I feel like you are being encouraged here to dream big here, Scorpio. I don't mean to say that to be corny. I'm being serious here. That Ace of Pentacles tells us that anything is possible. Everything has been created before, and you can create what it is that has been created by anyone, right? So this is saying like, don't limit or cap your success here. Like, allow yourself to really embark upon your own journey and to pursue the dreams here that you really want for yourself. And don't put like a ceiling on yourself here as well. Because I think there's a lot of potential here that you could be leaving on the table, Scorpio. I gotta be real. You got this Fury card. It says bushfires here. I'm not sure how I feel about that card, Scorpio. There's always bushfires, like in Scorpio. Yeah, but I also want to say, like, don't be putting out other people's fires, right? Like, if I would say, like, I wouldn't get caught up in anybody else's drama or anything like that, or like get swept into drama. Like, I think spirits really want you to focus on your own life here this month. We are in Virgo season, and Virgo really wants us to really focus on being practical, methodical, making the adjustments, and, you know, being productive and not getting swept up into like stuff that's going to counteract all that. It's like having to kind of get our shit together being in Virgo season, if I'm being real. You have this shark card. It says perception, focus, fear, and it says action. And you also pulled this white rhinoceros card. It says stability, confidence, steadiness, and abundance. So I think you're being encouraged here to go steady, stay steady on your path, have confidence in yourself here, focus. Very interesting. Let's jump into your reading here. You have the Lovers here for the overall energy here. Yes, the Lovers can point to love and romance. So if you're single and you're looking for a partnership, I feel like that's in the cards here for you. But if you're in a relationship, this is like the bond deepening between you and the person here. Things coming more into union. Especially if there's been any type of separation or anything like that. I want to say here as well, with the Lovers, when it comes to yourself and your own path and your own journey in life, the Lovers deals with what do we really love in our life? Like, what gives us meaning? What gives us purpose? What gives us a sense of direction? And sometimes we feel lost and confused and we don't know what our path is. But with the Lovers being here and the good stuff, this is you finding your path, or, you know, getting back on your path. So I like that energy here, and because of that, the Lovers, it's like that's where the real connection and fulfillment is, and the harmony comes. So you have the Ace of Pentacles here, also in the position of your good stuff. Ace of Pentacles does deal with like opportunities coming your way. So if you've been looking and searching for opportunities, Ace of Pentacles is saying there's an opportunity here for you. The Ace of Pentacles as well is saying that anything that you are thinking about creating, anything that, you know, any opportunity that you want to create for yourself, it's like to understand that you have all the resources at your disposal. It's just bringing those resources together and then planting a seed, right? And then creating something with it. So if you've been wondering, like, do I have everything that I need, or am I good enough, or am I worthy, or whatever the case might be, or will this be enough, or will this work? I feel like Spirit is saying, like, yes, it will. It's just like, it's how you like nurture it, or it's like how you, like, once you bring all those things together, it's like how you nurture it, how you take care of it, how you manage it, that ultimately will determine the success of it. But it's like you do have everything here, though, to get started with what you want to do. You have the Empress here for the overall energy. Yeah, the Empress does deal with, you know, fertility, abundance, growth here. So I do feel the overall energy here is in regards to, you know, your prosperity, abundance, and your values here, like really starting to get underway and creating things that you enjoy. And the Empress does deal with, you know, the fruits, right, from your labor. So if you've been working hard, you know, the Empress is saying, like, you do have a payoff here. You have the Death card here in the current energy. Like, again, I feel like that's you here, Scorpio, showing up here. It's interesting because in the tarot, it goes from the Death card to the Temperance, right? And here they are, right? It's like Death card, you go through a transformation. Temperance, you come out the other side, transformed. You've learned the deeper lessons of things. You've gained the wisdom, and now you're able to reground yourself, recenter, refocus here. There's transformations and changes here that I'm picking up that you've been making and that have been going on. The Temperance is just you trying to recalibrate things, trying to figure out newer ways here to bring in harmony, or trying to figure out newer ways in which you can create that will be better than the last time, or that will be better than the other things that you've done here. The Seven of Wands is saying, like, you know, because the Temperance can be patience. And it's not that I don't think you have patience here, Scorpio. It's more so with the Seven of Wands being the advice. It's not giving up on yourself, being able to overcome the odds, right? By standing up for what it is that you believe in and fighting for what it is that you believe in. So let's just say, for instance, right, like you want to start a business, right? Or you want to start like something new. But for some reason, it's like doubt creeps in. You're like, maybe I'm not good enough. I don't have the things that I need, or I need this in order to do it. Or the Seven of Wands is saying, the advice is like, no, like you are like you don't need anything outside of yourself to do what it is that you want. Like you just need to show up, right? Seven of Wands. And by doing that, you're able to overcome and defy the odds. Because the Seven of Wands is someone who defies the odds and sees their strength and their confidence here grow with what they're doing. And so I think that's your advice at this time. It's also Mars and Leo. So the advice is like Mars and Leo energy, which is Mars is action. Leo deals with being your own confident authority, taking action, being your own individual, pursuing things that are true for you, that are in alignment with your values, that make you happy, and right, being bold, being courageous here. And if you've been doing that, keep doing that, Scorpio. You have the Nine of Swords here in the future position. Nine of Swords does deal with fear, worry, stress, anxiety. Now, I'm not going to say like, oh, you're not going to run into this. I feel like you maybe will. So where there will be some fear, some worry, some anxiety. But the good thing about the Nine of Swords is like we have the ability to be able to not let those things consume us. The Nine of Swords encourages us to start to control our thoughts. It's like sometimes our mind can be so dispersed thinking about so many different things that it's like it creates this overwhelm or this panic or this anxiety. And it's like because we're overwhelmed, it's like we don't even get started, or because we're overwhelmed, we don't like selectively focus on what we need to focus on. Nine of Swords is saying pick one thing, right? Focus on one thing at a time. Because really, I'm almost get like with this Nine of Swords energy that it's not that it's like because you're feeling like the worst things are going to happen. It's because it's like there's just so much to do. And there's so much to like figure out. And like that can create the stress or the anxiety. But the Nine of Swords is saying just focus on one thing at a time, right? And then you'll be able to escape that never-ending nightmare of the Nine of Swords. You do have the Strength card here in the outcome, which is good. It's like gaining the inner strength, being able to overcome any type of obstacle here. Also really seeing like what you're capable of with the Strength card. So we'll clarify and see what that is. But just in general, if you even take a look at this row here, I think some of you are in a process of like cultivating a stronger sense of self-love. I'm gonna keep it real. The Lovers, the Empress, Temperance, and the Strength card. And I think at this time, it's like because you have gone through things in the past to where, you know, maybe it's affected your self-esteem or maybe it's affected your overall sense of self. It's like you could be like in this process of recreating yourself, or really in this process of like loving yourself again or nurturing yourself again and like putting yourself first. That's why even with this card, that South Node card, then walk your own journey. It's essential to stay on your own path. It's like maybe you've gotten distracted in the past or detracted in the past. And so now you're like in this recalibration phase of like really focusing on, you know, yourself and focusing on creating the type of life here that you want and like loving yourself and giving yourself love here. And because you're doing that, that's that Strength card showing up here in the outcome of like you stepping into like that greater transformation to where it's like anything to where you have felt like maybe you've lacked any area when it comes to yourself in which you've felt lack in. The Strength card is that the sense of wholeness and fulfillment, and you having a stronger, you gaining a deeper inner strength here. Does that make sense? Oh, Scorpio. Let's see. Let's get more into this. Let's clarify your reading here. Clarify the Lovers here. This chair is annoying. I need to put some WD-40 on this chair. Clarify the Lovers and the position of the good stuff. You have the Six of Wands here. So, you know, Six of Wands, when it comes to the relationship side, you know, this is obviously growth and fulfillment in your relationships. If you're single, meeting people or meeting a person, if you're in a relationship, positive growth and expansion here. But yourself, right? Six of Wands is, you know, he's on the journey of his life, right? Accomplishing what he came here to do. And the Lovers is being in alignment with your path and getting success with your mission and with your purpose. And when it comes to your journey in general. The Six of Wands does also have this aspect with it to where it deals with the type of person you're wanting to become, or stepping into the type of person that you're wanting to be. And so this is you, I see, really coming into your own here, Scorpio, really coming into the type of person that you've always wanted to be, or becoming something, or stepping into something that it's like this newer part of yourself being unlocked here. You know, sometimes we ask ourselves, like, what's my journey? Like, what's my purpose? Like, I don't understand. I don't even, like, you know how we ask those questions? The 6 of Wands and the Lovers would be like, oh, I see. I get it. I'm starting to come into my own. I get it. Clarify the Empress here for the overall energy. You have the King of Wands here. Oh, yeah. For you entrepreneurs out there or creatives, King of Wands and the Empress is going to be a very hard focus on, you know, generating success and prosperity with your business or with your creative endeavors. I'm also just seeing you here being in complete control of what you're doing and loving every single second of it, or finding that love and fulfillment again with something. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles here. You have the Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles is the dance, or learning the dance of change. You know, it's so funny when you start something here, like if there's anything new or you want to begin, usually there's kind of like a delayed response with the Two of Pentacles, to where it's like, okay, we're starting it, and then now we're kind of getting in the motion of things. It's like, no, it's like when you start whatever this is, it's like, it's just like, like everything just starts happening really quickly. Clarify the Death card here in your current energy. You have the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, you could be walking away from something from the past, right? Or letting go of an emotional experience from the past. I kind of just feel like this is you, Scorpio, this Death card. I don't think this is any type of transformation or ending or anything like that. I don't get that at all. I think this is you just showing up here. And the Eight of Cups it's your own vision quest in life, right? And your own journey in life, and you're deepening. The card is really about understanding like the meaning of life and the meaning of one's own life. And sometimes we're in search for that meaning, right? Sometimes like our life has meaning, and then there's moments in time where we're like, I'm not sure what things mean anymore. So I think this is you, like, you know, looking for that. Clarify the Temperance in the challenge. You have the Four of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Swords in the future. You have the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, I wouldn't, you know, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands can be an energy. I'm not trying to pick on you, Scorpio. I'm just keeping it real. It's like we all go through this. That the Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands can be an energy of insecurity. I'm just saying, don't be insecure. The Queen of Wands is telling me here that, no, it's like you do have this light about yourself, to where it's like even when it comes to like your skills, your gifts, your talents, and just like your personality, like you may, for some reason, you may be insecure about some of these things. But I'm seeing here, it's like you have the Queen of Wands energy. It's like, no, it's like people are actually admire these things about you. And people will admire like your talents or your gifts or your skills, or, you know, your personality, or whatever the case might be. And I think this could be like you kind of, you know, being hard on yourself or criticizing yourself. I think you're doing amazing here, Scorpio, or you're going to be doing amazing. You know, don't be too hard on yourself. Four of Wands, Temperance in the challenge. Maybe things aren't coming together in the way in which you're ideally picturing for yourself. That's why you're like wondering, like, you know, am I doing something wrong, or is it me, or whatever? No, Temperance, Four of Wands is saying that it's not always going to be perfect, right? Maybe you have this thing with perfectionism. I know I do. I look at it. If something don't feel right to me, I'm like, man, fuck, I'm just going to start over. I'm going to do it again. Like, but it's saying here, like, you know, it's not always going to turn out perfect, but it's like whatever it is that, you know, maybe, you know, you see some things, you're like, oh, I could have done that better. It's just about learning from it, and then like just taking that lesson the next time you do something. And that's why that Seven of Wands being here as the advice is saying, like, learn as you go. Clarify this Two of Swords in the position of something you're unaware of. You have the Nine of Wands here. Yeah, Two of Swords, Nine of Wands could be where we're on the fence. And really it comes down to, you know, having to make a decision, right? And Nine of Wands is like, well, I want to feel ready. It's almost like waiting for the right timing of something, like, oh, I'm going to wait until it's the right time. But usually that time really never comes. It's like we wait for that moment, we waste so much time. So something that you to be aware of, especially because it's right beside the Seven of Wands, like now is your chance here to take action on the things that you've been contemplating, that Two of Swords, Nine of Wands, and be confident in yourself. Clarify this Seven of Wands as the advice. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. I fucking love this. Fucking clarify the Strength card. Yeah, the Sun card. See, y'all just think I be saying shit. Then I say you're gonna go through a rebirth, or this was the transformation, or you're coming into your own, right? The Sun card is symbolic of an individual coming full forth into their authentic being, right? Being in their pure light, their pure truth, connected to their own unique individuality, and them being able to like be in it and not feel anything about it. Like they're just being themselves, and they're happy, and they're living a good life. Strength card and the Sun card, it's like you coming into like your own individual here, like, and there's inner strength, there's confidence, there's happiness here. And I like that the Four of Pentacles is here clarifying the Seven of Wands, because the Four of Pentacles, I was just reading about this card, I mean, a couple mornings ago. Believe it or not, I still read about the cards all the time. Well, I haven't in a while, but that's why I'm doing it again. But I've read, I swear, if I could show you this book, this tarot book that I have, it's like falling apart because of how much I have looked at it. But the Four of Pentacles asks, like, where our power lies? Where does your power lie? And the answer is always within inside the things that you can control. And so your advice here is your power lies in taking care of the things that you can control. Now, the Four of Pentacles as well is Sun in Capricorn, and Capricorn does deal with the ability to be critically tenacious when it comes to achieving your objective. And so by having tenacity, not giving up on yourself, and sticking to what it is that you say you're going to do, and being disciplined, that's your advice here. That's going to really bring you into this Sun card energy. So that's what I got for you, Scorpio. I think you're moving in the direction of happiness. So that's what I got. I'm gonna leave your reading here. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there you can book a reading with me or purchase a reading. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. And yeah, if you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe as well. Otherwise than that, Scorpio, I will see you and talk to you in your next video.